Trump 2020 senior advisor Jason Miller. So, Jason, I want to ask you if you think I'm exaggerating when I say that big tech may very well have elected Joe Biden.
Steve, I think you're absolutely spot on here. And I love the calling of this the Biden Cartel, because that's exactly what it is. I mean, let's take one step back. Keep in mind some of the other real beauties that we've had at FBI director. Let's think about James Comey for a moment. So if we see Louis Freeh up to no good like this, what do you think James Comey was up to? We saw him sending off his confidential notes to his buddy in New York to go and leak out. And too many of these folks are absolute bad news, and we can't just assume that the media is going to cover this because they want to see, whether it be crooked Hillary, whether it's Joe Biden, they want to see them win. And Steve, there's one other critical point here that I want to make sure that we don't miss. Remember 10% for the big guy? That's from the Bobulinski and the emails and everything. We saw 10% was set aside for Joe Biden. Well, was 10% of this $100,000 set aside for Joe Biden, or would have been set aside for Joe Biden? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that was going to be my question for you as well, Jason. What I find striking is the contrast between these two administrations, right? You look at the Trump administration, certainly no benefit for the Trump family, the Trump organization, to go into politics, for Trump to become president. He said that multiple times. Didn't matter to him. That's why so many people, I think, were gravitated towards him. But you look at the Bidens, and they have just been cashing in the whole time.
Jen, you're exactly right. I mean, this is the family business. I mean, you look at President Trump and his family, they've built this real estate empire. They have golf courses internationally. They have all of these resorts. They've actually built something with their hands, employed tens of thousands of people. But for the Bidens, and again, it's not even just Joe, it's not even just Hunter, it's James and Frank, who are Joe's brothers. This is the family business. As Steve pointed out, this is a half-century of grifting all the way across the board. That's what their enduring legacy is. It's the Delaware way.
Right. Jason, I want to ask you about the FBI angle here. Now, we don't know that Louis Freeh did anything illegal by giving this gift, although it sure looks bad, the optics. But when you connect it to the rest of the story, and I mentioned the intelligence officials, there were 3 former directors of the CIA who signed a public letter after that New York Post story broke. They signed a public letter stating that it was Russian disinformation. Now, that was completely 100% wrong. When we put that together with Louis Freeh and this gift to the then Vice President of the United States, to his grandson, what's going on at our defense and intelligence agencies in Washington, D.C.?
Well, this is the deep state at work. I mean, remember, keep in mind in 2016, in the run-up to the election, we had the letters that were being signed by officials, intelligence community, and defense officials that were supporting Hillary Clinton. We saw the same nonsense-type letters in the run-up to 2020 because these folks want to protect their contracts. They want to protect their access. And again, it's not even just these folks, but keep in mind the way that Frank and James and Hunter were sucking off of the government dime, just the money going around different ways. And so this is a problem. Then when the media comes in and blocks out certain information, what was happening on Twitter, what was happening on Facebook, and here's even the worst, the fact that other outlets, the CBSs, the ABCs, the NBCs, they just threw their hands up and, you know what, we're not going to cover it. This is the deep state. This is the swamp that President Trump campaigned against.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree. It's the degree to which the American people were left in the dark by a combination, by collusion, real collusion, okay, not some made-up Russian ghost, by collusion between big tech and corporate media is one of the worst tales, unfortunately, in all of American political history. And nobody better to add insight on it than Jason Miller. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Steve and Jen, thank you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.